On 14:44 left in this first half as Hayden Anderson will head to the line for a pair.
Anderson will take the first. And too strong off the back of the rim. They get the offensive rebound. Finley has the ball stolen. And the Thunderbolts to take it down for the fast break layup and a foul there by Cal Odgers. He fouled number 12, Isaiah Romano Thompson. He'll shoot 2 at the line. 4-2 is your score here in Mount Horeb. His first free throw is short.
Thank you to Luke for taking that one over as I just finalized the technical stuff on our end. Second free throw up and good for Isaiah Romano Thompson. 4-3 now the score, 14.5 minutes left in this first half. As Jackson Finley gets into the left corner to Hayden Anderson. Anderson drives the baseline right, kicking it right corner now. Looking to get it down low. They do. Loose ball corralled by Baraboo and number 3, John Moon. Moon driving right, kicking to number 23, Cyrus Mahoney, who loses it. Vikings get the ball back on a turnover into the corner now. 3 up and good for number 0, Alex Chapman. The freshman had a nice JV game last week, making an impact early on here.
Yeah, he hit like 3 corner threes in a row right in front of us and just hit one more right there.
Believe they'll call a bump down there on number 20, Ethan Morsart, on the far side of the court. They do just that. Inbounding it here are the Thunderbirds. 7-3, your score, 13:47 left in this first half. Inbounded and stolen by Chapman. Chapman
Really nice
loses
play.
the dribble and gets it to Hayden Anderson. Anderson losing his step and shot up no good. Bringing it down now is Moon. Moon kicks it into the corner. Now driving baseline are the Thunderbirds. Nice little hop step layup up and good. (7-5) now the score. A little full court press being applied by number 25, Carter Rivas. As I believe they'll call him for a foul. They will indeed, the 5th foul in only the first 3 or 4 minutes of this one.
See if Coach Paul Manchester will input some help there for his point guard, Jackson Finley, on that press if the Thunderbirds continue to do it.
Into the corner, shot up, no good, rebounded by Anderson. That shot by Morsart was off as Anderson's pass is a little errant. Loose ball, who's going to get it? Morsart pulls it down and gets it to Chapman. Chapman now 3 up and no good for number 22, Jackson Finley, as the Thunderbirds pull that one down. (7-5) the score, just under 13 minutes left in this first half. As Carter Rivas, the only freshman on this JV squad, gets that inbound pass back over now to the left wing. Rivas, little floater up, no good. Rebounded by Morsart and the Vikings. Fast break game is definitely a big part of this game, as number 11 from our Max Grundle lays that one in.
Another key to victory for the Vikings here is taking advantage of the Thunderbird turnovers.
Yeah, they've gotten a few turnovers and a few points off of those turnovers, as they'll call a hold from the far side. That foul on Jackson Finley, the sophomore, picks up his first, the 5th team foul on Mount Horeb, and the 7th of this first half between the two teams. So both squads got to clean that up here as we move into the first half, excuse me. Driving right now, top of the key to Romano Thompson, who drives left, gets it into that left corner in front of the Viking bench. Now kicking into the corner, shot up and front rim, no good as the Thunderbirds pull that one down. Now to Moon at the top. Moon gets into that right corner. Over to Geckerman, who gets it now left side, now top of the key to Romano Thompson, who drives, kicks out, top of the key now, driving into the lane. Nice defense here being played on this possession by Mount Horeb, as that shot up no good. Another offensive board here for the Thunderbirds. Nice hesitation dribble. Diving for it are a bunch of players, as that will be Mount Horeb ball. What did you see on that possession, Luke, from Mount Horeb that you really liked?
Really, really nice team defense. A lot of good movement and helping people out on the driving lanes and the passing lanes, but they just got to finish off that on that rebound. I mean, they cannot be allowing offensive rebounds, especially after a long defensive possession like that.
Yeah, limiting any chance they can get at second or third chance opportunities will be big, as that one gets near to us. Driving right, number 21, Tarek Isley, seeing his first minutes on the evening. Isley wants it back, gets it. Nice screen set there by Morrisart as Isley turns it over. Thunderbirds head coach Justice Newman wants the Thunderbirds to get out and run with this, as that shot rejected by Isley. 10:38 left and ticking. Vikings up 9-5 early on. Skip pass to Isley. Isley shot up and front rim no good. Bring it up here for the Thunderbirds, Kalen Ruff, as he gets it over left wing now. Geckerman gets it now, driving, crossing right. As another great defensive possession here by Mount Horeb. Seems like they've had a lot of long possessions. That three up and good for Geckerman. Timeout taken. We will take one as well. 10:04 left in this first half. Vikings up 9-8.
Fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Now, back to the action, right here on Wisco Radio.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Luke, what have you seen from Mount Horeb offensively that you've really liked so far?
I like how they've been really aggressive and found some kick-out opportunities. If they can just limit the offensive turnovers, then they could put themselves in a great position to win this ball game.
And to Hayden Anderson. Anderson wide open with that 3-2 zone. His lay-in up and good. That gets Anderson his third and fourth points on the ball game. So I think the Vikings head coach Todd Nessheim said the varsity squad for Baraboo does that 3-2 press coming out of a half-court, three-quarter court press as a foul is called on the Vikings. But Nessheim really made a talking point to make sure that Vikings offense for the varsity squad can get across that press. That foul on the Vikings, number 23, Nick Eibinger, his first, as Geckerman will head to the line for a pair. His first rattles home. 11-9 now the score, 9:38 left in this first half. As that foul on Mount Horeb was the sixth of the half. As Geckerman's second, nothing but nylon. Mount
Horeb can start getting some easy chances here on drive-ins and kickouts.
Yeah, with that zone on that, it seems like Baraboo's going back to man here as Anderson gets it. He goes through contact. His lane is good. Anderson now got 6, the Vikings 13. But it seems like the Thunderbirds are going to switch between the 3-2 zone and man like they did in that last possession, as a host of players hit the floor. And a foul will be called on the Vikings, putting Baraboo in the bonus already. Foul on Hayden Anderson, number 1 for him on the ball game. It's
going to be very interesting to see if Mount Horeb can continue to grow their lead, even with the Thunderbirds in the bonus this early. 9 minutes and free throws continuing on in this first half for Baraboo. Will be very interesting to watch.
Rivas, his first was off, is now driving baseline, floater up, no good. But Mason Williams, another freshman, getting fouled on the way up. .907 left in this first half. Vikings up 3. First free throw rattles home for Williams. Checking back in here for Baraboo. Baraboo is Geckerman, excuse me. Second for Williams. That one is good as well. 15-10 now, Vikings in the lead. Just over 9 minutes left in this first half. Little zone being put on here by the Vikings by the looks of it. Switch back to man as that three is up no good. And corralled by the Vikings.
Nice to see them finish out that defensive possession with the rebound.
Hayden Anderson calling for it left side nearest to us. As now Chapman's shot up no good. Freshman seeing some quality playing time here for head coach Mark Frederickson as the Vikings force a turnover transition now. Vikings will like to slow it down a little bit. They get it. Three is up, and that one is good for Mason Williams, the freshman. Now with 5 quick points here for Mount Horeb.
Yeah, really nice patience there by the team to find the open shooter and swing the ball around on the semi-transition.
Viking defender hits the deck as a walk is called. 18-10, Vikings kind of stretching their lead with 5 unanswered with 8:03 left in this first half. Anderson hits the bench. We were turning into last week's JV matchup. Hayden Anderson also plays varsity, so he'll only be suiting up for this first half before suiting up for the varsity squad. That should be quite a showdown, so make sure to stay tuned for that one as the Vikings now get it to the left wing, driving right now. Kicking into the corner are the Vikings, driving and kicking, and the three is up and good for Logan Ford, sophomore. Now Vikings on a little 8-0 spurt.
Really good two-man game between him and his big man there.
See what Baraboo can do with it here. Geckerman's three up, no good. And they will call an over-the-back foul, I believe, on Baraboo. 4th team foul on the Thunderbirds. And the first on number 12, Isaiah Romano Thompson. Head coach Mark Frederickson calling for some good spacing. Nice back cut there by Chapman as the Vikings turn it over. 21-10 the score, just over 7 minutes in this first half. Back now at top of the key, and that one sails into the Vikings bench. Geckerman thought his man was going to cut one way, ended up cutting the other, and the pass just sailed. Jackson Finley brings it up for the Vikings, gets it in the left corner. Nice pump fake there. And that shot no good. Geckerman left his feet. Vikings maybe take advantage of that. Hit him with a little pump fake in the corner from any three. Get their defender there. A little one dribble pull up would be a huge turnover as Jackson Finley will lay it in with the left. 23-10 Mount Horeb on top now with just under 6:45 left in this first half.
Great defensive play by the point guard and great poise to finish the fresh break layup. Not always the easiest thing.
Body's hitting the floor again as that one is laid in by Chapman. Vikings now 25-10 as Chapman is at 5 on the evening. Pretty balanced scoring here for Mount Horeb as well early on. I'm really liking the looks of that. See how Baraboo can respond. Floater up, back rim, no good for Rivas, as that will be Vikings ball.
even though they got the ball on the inbound. Another struggle again for Mount Horeb to secure that defensive rebound. Hopefully a focus point for Coach Fredrickson at halftime here.
25-10, Vikings in the lead, 6 minutes and 4 seconds. And a pretty quick moving first half as Jackson Finley will bring this up, being guarded by Bear LaFarve. Chapman thought about a deep three, elected not to take. He gets it to Finley instead. Finley drives, gets it to Eibinger. Three is up and back rim, and somehow rattles home.
Touch.
Shooter's touch, home run, whatever you want to call it. 3 is 3. 28-10. Vikings now on top. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they're on a 15-0 run over the span of a few minutes. See how Baraboo can respond to adversity here early on, as that one goes into the corner to Moon, and an illegal screen is the call. Not what head coach Justice Newman is looking for.
I think this has all started on the defensive end here for the Vikings. You saw a number of fast break layups and fast break opportunities, but also some very solid offensive play, being efficient and being patient.
Yeah, I think pretty much the only thing head coach Fredrickson will be talking about at halftime is the offensive boards, or defensive boards, whatever you want to call them, as that three is up and good for Nick Eibinger. 31-10, Vikings up in a blink of an eye. Thunderbirds now with it. Just under 5 minutes left in this first half. Vikings really slowed down that foul game. I think that's been another big key, as they really limited the offensive shots at the line, as the Thunderbirds just look kind of disoriented on offense. This Vikings defense doing a great job of doing what they got to do. That one handed off top of the key now. Driving lay-in is no good for LaFarve. Skip pass heading towards us, as a nice catch there by Luke, bringing that one in, doing a little bit of everything.
Yeah, this Mount Horeb JV team's got a lot of length and a lot of size. Really disrupting the Thunderbird offense here so far.
Number 12, Isaiah Romano Thompson, inbounding it near us to John Moon, as Moon will look to set things up here and get the first points. What seems like 5-6 minutes for Baraboo. Moon crosses over on Finley, gets it. Now driving left, and lay-in is good. There, that might be the spark the Thunderbirds need. Just to see anything go through that hoop, can get some confidence back. 31-12 now. Just about 4 minutes left in this first frame of play.
Really nice first step there from LaFarve.
As Morrisart drives right, picks up a screen from Eibinger. Deep three is off, no good. Rebounded by Logan Ford. He'll get the hoop and the harm.
Yeah, that kind of just fell right into his hands. Really good positioning. And it was a free layup through the contact for the sophomore.
That foul for Baraboo on Bear LaFarve, his second, 6th on the Thunderbirds. Ford's free throw rattles home. Another thing the Vikings have done good, they've had pretty limited chances from the line, but they've really capitalized on those. Got those free points, the clock stopped. 34-12 now, both teams in the bonus for the rest of this half, so it could be a lot of free throws in the next 3 minutes and 38 seconds. Anderson brings a double team top of the key for Mount Horeb on the defensive side of things, as a zone's being put on here by Mount Horeb. Turnover again for Baraboo, as the Vikings will turn it right back over in transition. Timeout taken. We will take one as well. 3:20 left. We'll be right back.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Vikings in the lead 34-12 with about 3:20 left in this first half. Luke, what have you seen from the Vikings? There's a little spurt here on offense or defense that you've really liked.
I've seen some really great balanced offense. I mean, it's not just one person putting up a lot of points here. It's a lot of spread offense and a lot of people scoring a lot of buckets. And also it just starts on the defensive end. They've been really disrupting this Baraboo defense with their length and size.
Driving baseline, lay in, no good. No travel call as the three in the corner is up, no good. Rebounded on the offensive side of things by Baraboo. Kicking out now to Moon. Moon gets it in to the post. As Moon now gets it back about 35 feet from the hoop. Like I said, Baraboo just kind of seems disoriented on offense as that three is no good. This Vikings defense is really doing something to him. Now down quickly, pump fake. There's another great pump fake. Shot is up and good for Alex Chapman. Great use of that pump fake. Little one dribble to his left, three up and good. 37-12 now the score, 2:26 and ticking in this first half. Another right corner. Now back top of the key, 2:15 and ticking. See how much this Vikings can stretch this lead here to end the half. Nice step through move there by Moon. His shot up, no good. Will be Vikings ball with 2:06 remaining in this first frame of play. As the Viking pep band starts setting up to our right. Might be a little difficult to hear us for the Varsity pregame show, but we'll do our best. 1:54 and ticking in this first half. 37-12. Vikings on top with the ball into Hayden Anderson. Anderson getting doubled immediately. Great job of playing through contact.
A lot of
Anderson.
contact.
As finally a foul is called. I believe that'll be on Romano Thompson. And if that is, that may be his third. That is his third, so that'll be big for Baraboo heading into halftime. Anderson with 6 on the evening, heading to the line for a 1-1 bonus. Anderson's first rattles home. 38-12 now the score with 1:43 left in this first half.
Anderson really the big prospect for the Vikings in the coming future after Austin Leifried will head to Indiana to play college football. This is the guy Coach Nessheim wants to be their size in the next 3 or 4 years.
Anderson's second was up and good. Now 39-12, about 90 seconds left in this first half. Into the right corner. Now driving left. Nice fake there. Fadeaway. No good for LaFarve. As a jump will be called. We'll stand that into the court.
Very athletic rebound there from Romano Thompson. He came flying in from the opposite wing.
Minute 20 left in this first half. Vikings up big. That pass into the backcourt. Nice job by Max Grundle there, kind of getting a little pursuit on there, not going for the ball, but a great job of getting after his man, thinking he's back there a little closer than he actually was. Anderson playing nice defense, top key now, as that floater is up and no good, but a foul on the way up will send Carter Rivas to the line for a pair. Rivas, the freshman, seeing some nice playing time here in this first half. His first is up and good. Looking down this JV roster for Baraboo, you see all 10s for sophomores, and then there's just a 9 sticking out for Rivas, the freshman, making an impact here.
He's definitely not afraid. He's been going to the hoop all night and really good knocking down those free throws, even though he's the only freshman on this lineup.
Rivas' second is up and good. So Vikings now on top 39-14 as the clock gets under a minute left. See what head coach Mark Fredrickson decides to do. See if he wants to hold for that last shot or get it to Hayden Anderson, and easy layup instead. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, as Hayden Anderson now matches his jersey number with 10 points on the evening. 40 seconds and ticking as the Vikings up 41-14. Nice pump fake there by John Moon as the Baraboo Thunderbirds turn it over yet again. 30 seconds left. See if the Vikings now decide to hold for the last shot as Hayden Anderson has it, driving right into the lane. Shot is up and no good. And that one tipped around, corralled by Chapman as Anderson gets it left corner. Three rattles out, no good. Bodies hit the floor as 7.5 seconds left. A foul will be called on the Vikings.
Yeah, we were right behind that Anderson three. That was halfway down the rim, and it just flipped out.
7.5 seconds left as the Baraboo Thunderbirds and Tanner Geckerman, the sophomore, will be at the line. Both teams done a pretty solid job of hitting the free throws as Geckerman's first is good, but I don't think there's been many misses yet, if any. So Vikings should get the last shot. Here's Geckerman's second. Splash is home. 41-16 as of now. There's a little full court press being put on as Chapman gets it back. Chapman now wide open man. Corner three is up. Back iron. Put back no good as the Vikings head into halftime up 41-16. You're listening to Mount Horeb Basketball on Wisco Radio.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes. So contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmer Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
You have a home in the Mount Horeb area that you want to sell? Well, we have a solution for you. First Weber of Mount Horeb is your hometown realtor and is committed to finding you the perfect home. In town or in the country, Mark Nortman and his team will help you find the property of your dreams. Do you or a friend have a home or property that you need listed? Well, call us. We have motivated buyers for these properties. For the exposure and experience you need, call Mark Nortman at 575-3393 or visit them online today at firstweber.com. First Weber of Mount Horeb, your hometown realtor.
Fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Vikings up big at the half, 41-16. About 5:08 and ticking left in this halftime. Luke, what have you seen from Mount Horeb in the first half you've really liked?
In the pregame, I touched on their size, and during the game, we really saw them utilize that on the defensive end. I mean, we saw them just using their length and their arms to just really get in the way of the passing lanes, and it was never easy for Baraboo to even just do the simplest thing in basketball, which is dribble. So if they can utilize that in the second half, then it could be a really key to their victory.
I think another big thing they've done is get to the line, but make those free throws. A big key we'll touch on for the varsity game is knocking down free throws. Any free chance you can get for points will be huge. About 4.5 minutes left in this halftime. We'll take one more quick break, and we'll be right back.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Home in the Mount Horeb area that you want to sell? Well, we have a solution for you. First Weber of Mount Horeb is your hometown realtor and is committed to finding you the perfect home. In town or in the country, Mark Nortman and his team will help you find the property of your dreams. Do you or a friend have a home or property that you need listed? Well, call us. We have motivated buyers for these properties. For the exposure and experience you need, call Mark Nortman at 575-3393 or visit them online today at firstweber.com. First Weber of Mount Horeb, your hometown realtor.
Fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Chiropractic services, Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. About 20 seconds left in this halftime. I think one thing the Vikings can do in the second half is just keep their foot on the gas. They really did a great job of getting out to a quick start. Went on that really big, about 15-0, if not more, run. About midway through that half, really blew this game wide open. But look, what do you think other things the Vikings can do are in the second half?
I mentioned this during the game, but I really think the spread out and equal offense for each player is really just a really good, successful method. Not one player shooting all the shots and making all the points. I think if they continue to share the love, I think they'll run away with this game more than they already have.
Vikings, of course, without Hayden Anderson, but Hayden Anderson really seemed to kind of command the offense. He get the ball down low, get doubled, easy kick out for an open look. Without that, the Vikings may have a bit of a challenge, as that one was a little lob as a Viking was fouled on the way up.
Yeah, Max Grundle, only a sophomore, but was Mount Horeb Track and Field's #1 high jumper last year, so trying to utilize his athleticism there on that lob play.
That foul on Baraboo was on number 25, Carter Rivas, his second. About 8 seconds in, and the Thunderbirds already have a foul. Lefty three, top key up, no good. Offensive board by Chapman down low as that shot is up, no good. Rebounded again by Mount Horeb and again by the Vikings. They're just pulling out all these offensive boards as a host of substitutions will come in at the next dead ball for Baraboo. Kicked out, left corner three is up and good. Took him a little bit, but the Vikings get the first three of the half as they're now up 44-16 with 15-18 and ticking. Driving and laying that one in is number 21, Bear LaFarve.
He did that in that first half a few times. Starting off strong in the second half with that layup.
44-18 the score as the clock ticks under 15 minutes. Turnover Mount Horeb as 5 new Thunderbirds check in. (44-18) the score for 14, 56 and ticking as Baraboo looks to chip into this little bit on offense. Looking to get it in the left corner is Dylan Edwards. He does not, as that lay-in up and good for Cyrus Mahoney. A little press being put on here, eventually backed off by Baraboo as Chapman brings it down the length of the court. Dishes to Cal Odgers, who turns it over. So Vikings getting a little sloppy with the ball here. Back-to-back turnovers as that went into the corner to John Moon. Moon kicks it to number 32, Dylan Edwards, the sophomore, getting his first PT of the night. Looking to post up down low is Kalen Ruff. That one swatted away as Edwards hit the deck. 14 minutes now, Vikings still up big. That one, nice save there. 3 is up and no good. Tipped to the Thunderbirds, Tyson Lemire, as that laying up and good for Moon. A little 6-3 spurt to start this half for Baraboo. Vikings, another turnover. That's their third of the half as their lead, it's still 22, is going down a little bit.
Yeah, really sloppy start here for the Vikings. Really the opposite of what we saw in that first half. Hopefully they can bring it back together.
44-22 score, 13 and a half minutes left in this first half. That one tipped away by Finley as shot up and long. Nice rebound there by the Thunderbirds close to us as Mahoney was the one that pulled that one down. Now Lemire driving, kicking to the right baseline. Clock nearing 13 minutes. Vikings doubling up the Thunderbirds in terms of points. That one, a nice little drive there by John Moon as he's fouled on the way up. I believe that will be on Jackson Finley. It is his second. First on the half for Mount Horeb. So 13:02 as John Moon, his first, up and good. I still don't think there's been a missed free throw in this game, so both sides of the ball really shooting it well from the charity stripe. Moon's second on the way. That one splashes as well, 44-24. Vikings on top. Timeout taken. We will take one as well. We'll be right back.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Luke, what have you seen from the Vikings early on in this first half that they can kind of work on heading down the stretch?
I think they've got to just be patient. I think they saw their big lead and just want to get this game over with, and they're just moving really, really fast and turning the ball over. If they slow down and just be patient like they were in the first half, this game will be a win for them.
That's exactly what I would have said. Vikings have, I believe, three turnovers in this first half, or second half, 12:50 left in the second frame of play. Vikings up 20. Nearly another turnover as that pass just about went into the bench. That one poked away by Dylan Edwards as that Baraboo bench really kind of getting into it now. You didn't hear much in the first half, but now they're really getting energized. Inbounded to Alex Chapman, the freshman, still seeing some nice playing time in the second half. Down low now. And I believe a jump ball will be called. Will go the way of the Baraboo Thunderbirds.
Yeah, not many Thunderbird fans here in this gym, but right now it sounds like 1,000 to these Mount Horeb JV players.
12:21 and ticking. Vikings up 44-24. They only have that three that they hit about a minute into this half in terms of points. So I would say they're pretty lucky to be up as big as they are yet. Now, kicking, looking to get in the left corner to Moon. They do not. Instead, driving right. Kicking shot is up and good for Tyson Lemire as the Vikings lead now down to 18, 44-26 with 11:53 and ticking. Cal Odgers, the sophomore, bringing it up for Mount Horeb. Nearly another turnover. These passes for Mount Horeb just kind of a little errant in this half. They just don't seem to have the same focus they had in that first half. Nice baseline drive shot up, no good for Odgers. He goes up for a second shot and is fouled on the way up.
Yeah, really nice aggressive play there from the sophomore, and way to not give up after missing that first layup.
That foul on Baraboo's number 23, Cyrus Mahoney, his first. First for Odgers, back iron. I believe that's the first missed free throw of this ball game. Vikings got to keep knocking those down. They went the whole first half without missing one. And just one of their first looks, so the second half is off. Odgers looking to split his free throws as his second. Nice adjustment there as the Vikings now 45-26 with 11:35 and ticking. Well, 3-2 zone being put on here by Mount Horeb. See if that really worked pretty well in the first half. See if it has the same effect here in the second. Romano Thompson was open for a second as the shot is up and good. 3 for Baraboo. Was nothing but nylon. Alex Chapman gets it into the right corner now. Driving right lane, no good. Vikings got a lid on that hoop as the clock's now under 11 minutes. Over now nearest to us to John Moon as he does a nice job splitting a double. His floater's up and good. 45-31 now. And folks, we were turning into the last week's JV matchup. Kind of a similar thing happened. The Vikings played a very sound first half. As fouled on the way up is Alex Chapman, putting a little stop to that Baraboo run as he'll go to the line. Chance to make the 3 points the old-fashioned way. But the same kind of thing happened last week for the Vikings against Edgewood in this JV game. They started out really hot and then just kind of couldn't hit the bottom of the basket in the second half as a couple new Vikings and a couple new Thunderbirds will check in. 10:39 left in this second half. The Vikings up 47-31.
Yeah, Thunderbirds came out with a chip on their shoulder. And the Vikings came out just a little, took their foot off the gas just a little bit. And they got caught off guard by Baraboo.
Chapman's free throw was short, but the Vikings got it back, and a jump ball is a call. Will stay with Mount Horeb. Substitutions take place here. New Thunderbird will check in with 10:32 left in this one. Vikings still find themselves with a 16-point lead. In to Nick Eibinger. His shot was no good for Mount Horeb and rebounded by the Thunderbirds. Now Baraboo getting out in transition. Lay in, no good. As Morrissard will get in transition for Mount Horeb with just over 10 minutes. Shot for Chapman, good. So that's a big 3 for Mount Horeb. Pushes their lead to 19 with about 10 minutes left.
Chapman, I believe, has 5 of the 8 points that the Mount Horeb Vikings have scored here in this second half.
Vikings getting out in transition again here. They did that a lot in the first half. Just haven't had many chances here as the corner 3, no good. That would have been a big one. Push that lead back over 20 as the Thunderbirds now slow it down with just under 10 minutes. Over into the right corner to Ruff. Shot is up and no good as Mount Horeb pulls down another board. Playing through contact down there is Tarek Isley as his pass is a little errant, leading to an easy lay-in for a Baraboo. 4th turnover on the half.
Yeah, Isley was wide open there on that fast break. Eibinger did not see him dribbling down the court. It would have been an easy bucket.
50-33 now at the score with about 9 minutes left. That pass skipped in the corner to Morrissard, drives right, kicks. Now a 2-man game again for Mount Horeb. Back down to Morrissard, backing down his man. And they will call a hold, I believe, on Baraboo. They do indeed. That fouls on number 12, Romano Thompson, his 4th as he'll hit the bench. So that the fourth team foul on the half for Baraboo. Romano Thompson, his fourth. That's another turnover for Mount Horeb. Really fires up the sophomore in John Moon. 50-30 through the score. Clock down to 9 minutes at 8:48 and ticking. Illegals screen the call, so Baraboo turns right back over.
This game has really been about who can make the most free throws and who can take advantage of the other team's turnovers the best.
Seems like the first half, the Vikings really did a great job taking advantage of Thunderbird's turnovers, but the second half has been the exact opposite way. Shot for Chapman was up and no good as Baraboo now has another transition opportunity. 3 up and good for number 25, Carter Rivas. Hearing his name quite a bit this evening. 50-36 now the score as Rivas applies some nice pressure in the backcourt as the Vikings barely get it over in time. If I were head coach Mark Frederickson, I'd tell his team to slow it down, waste some clock, get the best shot, as that was not the best shot. Hit the side of the backboard, nearly a turnover in transition. That shot up no good for Drake Niles, seeing his first playing time of the evening for the Thunderbirds. Clock now under 8 minutes. 5 team fouls on the half for the Thunderbirds. Nice pump fake there. Shot is up and good for Odgers. Great job hitting that little jump stop pump fake. Get 2 men in the air, go up for the easy bucket. That 3 long, no good. Far side does. Couldn't see the number, but the Vikings corral the board. Clock at 7:24 and ticking. Vikings up 52-36. Three for Chapman, rattles home. The Vikings kind of find their stride here on offense again, up 19 now with about 7 minutes left.
Yeah, Chapman 19 on the game tonight. So he's really been the difference in this game for the Vikings.
Driving baseline is Geckerman as he kicks it out. 3 up and good for Drake Niles as he answers right back with a tray ball of his own. There's an in-out crossover blown by his man is Odgers on offense for Mount Horeb. That 3 right side is good for who else but Alex Chapman.
Had the hot hand tonight from 3 and down low.
Block is called on Mount Horeb's Jackson Finley. As that is the third on Finley, the second and a half for Mount Horeb. 58-39, the score 6:26 left as Baraboo looks to get back into this one late. Now into the right corner. 3 is up and good. Turned into a 3-point shootout here. It's been 3 or 4 straight possessions. Is backing down 3 and answering right back. 58-42 now the score. As that ball out of bounds, I believe it will stay with Mount Horeb.
Spoke at halftime about team offense is going to be the winner for this game. So far, it's just been a lot of Alex Chapman for the Vikings.
That pass
been working so far.
Nearly got away. Corralling it is Mason Williams, a freshman, seeing some nice playing time here in the second half as Morsar trapped. Got to get it rid of it. He does to Williams, who gets it into the corner. Now driving right is Jackson Finley. That pass sails. That's just another Vikings turnover. Those passes just really kind of been all over the place here in the second half. So Baraboo down, 16 with about 5.5 minutes left. As the score here will really put the pressure on Mount Horeb's defense. They get the stop they need as Morsar corrals it. Physical play there coming from Ruff, no foul called.
Finally some good team defense that we saw in the first half, in the second half for the Vikings.
That ball in to the right corner. Nice court awareness there for Nick Eibinger to just throw it off his man, get the ball, inbounds play for the Vikings.
Very rarely do you see two halves that are complete opposites. I mean, the first half there's tons and tons of fouls and stoppages of play, but now it's just been smooth play but sloppy play, unlike that first half.
Double dribbles. Oh, there's more of that sloppy play you were talking about, as the Vikings got to have at least 6 or 7 turnovers here this half already with about 5 minutes left. Baraboo down 16, looking to make that 13. Shot no good. Vikings get a chance to run with it in transition here with about 4:50 left. Vikings up 58-42. Timeout taken. We will take one as well. You're listening to Mount Horeb Basketball on Wisco Radio.
Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmer Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Wisco Radio.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Vikings up 58-42. About 4:48 left in this JV matchup. Be sure to stick around for that varsity matchup between 6-0 Baraboo and a 1-loss Vikings squad. Really going to be a good showdown. Baraboo having a great start to their season. Vikings pep band kind of starting to file in here, so it might be a little hard to hear us, but we'll make our best effort. Luke, what can the Vikings do in this final about 5 minutes to pull this one out?
I think this is a great timeout called by Coach Ferguson to really just get his team to calm down and to calm them down and to really limit those turnovers and to just ride this game into the sunset, kind of.
4:45 and ticking. The Vikings up 16 with the ball in Alex Chapman's hands. Chapman gets it down low. 3 in the left corner, up and no good. Chapman looking to bring that one down. No travel called there on Drake Niles, as a little Euro step lane was no good. Rebounded by Nick Eibinger as he gets it away. Now Eibinger gets it back. 4:18 and ticking as that ball turned over by the Vikings. Lay-in is up and good for Carter Rivas. Rivas having himself quite a game. Clock at 4 minutes now. Vikings lead down to 14, 58-44. As nice ball movement, nice pump fake there. And shot for Morsard up no good. Rebounded by the Thunderbirds. So Baraboo looking to get some quick offense here as they get into the hands of Romano Thompson as an travel is the call. So Romano Thompson playing with those 4 fouls. He's really got to be careful here on D. 3:45 left in this second half. Vikings up 58-44. Just got to play sound basketball. And like we said, they should be pulling this one out. Alex Chapman gets it. Pulls it back out. Now gets it right wing to Eibinger. Eibinger drives left. Looks to get it back to Chapman. As Eibinger just kind of wasting some time now. Very smart move. He picks his dribble up. Got to get rid of it. He does, nearly turned over as the clock now at 3:20 and ticking. Vikings up 58-44. Into the left corner now. The Vikings doing a great job just using clock here as that shot is up and no good. Rebounded by the Thunderbirds, Drake Niles brings it up and turns it over. Clock now a tick under 3 minutes at 2:59. Vikings up 58-44.
Baraboo using that press once again and just a little too aggressive there.
It's only their 6th foul on the half.
I feel like in that first half we had 6 fouls like in the first 3 minutes, so they really got that under control.
Vikings really cleaning their foul game up. Baraboo was in the bonus for about 9 minutes that first half. Vikings only with 2 fouls here in the second frame. There is a foul on Baraboo. That should send Alex Chapman to the line for 1-1. Chapman with 22 on the evening. So like we said, really the difference in this game with the Vikings up 14. That foul on Baraboo's number 10, Kalen Ruff. His third as Chapman's rattles home. Free throw's really been the difference in this one. Only a couple misses on the game on both sides of the ball. But the Vikings just seem like they've been at the line more as the second is up and good for Chapman. Chapman got his hands all over this one at 24 on the ball game now. Into the corner, 3 is up, and side of the backboard, no good. Corralled by, who else but Alex Chapman? Chapman, great court awareness there. Just kind of back that out. Avoid turning it over in transition with the near double team coming. Clock at 2.5 minutes left.
At this point, you're looking to score, but not really to push the pace with 2 minutes left. Up 16, so really smart play by the freshman.
Head coach Mark Fredersen kind of wants the team to go as Finley, I believe, yes, Finley will head to the line. Actually, Finley turned it over. Not quite sure what the call was there, but it will be Baraboo ball.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything at all that maybe, I didn't see a push off or anything with like the elbow, so I wonder, interesting call there.
Didn't call any sort of foul, so must have been a normal turnover. Nonetheless, Baraboo's ball as Tyson Lemire looks to inbound it. .2:16 and ticking as Gabriel Arnold will get it now to the right wing. Arnold gets it back. Lefty 3 is good. As the clock nears 2 minutes, Vikings up 60-47. So Vikings just got to take care of the ball here. Waste some more clock. Wait for those fouls to start coming in. As Odgers will kick it to Ethan Morrisard. About minute 45 left, 60-47. Vikings on top. No fouls coming here from the Thunderbirds. Quite an interesting decision for head coach Justice Newman as just a bunch of double teams are coming.
Not going to say they pulled the white flag, but most of, if not all of the Baraboo starters have been subbed to the bench, so it could be part of that.
There's a foul with a minute and 20 seconds left.
Very interesting, fouling the man with the hot hand tonight, sending him to the free throw line.
24 on the evening. And folks, as we said, minute 20 left in this ball game. Got a little break in between games, but make sure to stick around for that varsity matchup. Going to be one heck of a game. First free throw is up and good for Alex Chapman. Give him 25 of the Vikings, 61 on the evening. So Chapman, his second, rattles home.
Ice cold.
I believe a timeout is taken. Yes, timeout taken. We will take one final, hopefully a timeout as well. We'll be right back.
Home in the Mount Horeb area that you want to sell? Well, we have a solution for you. First Weber of Mount Horeb is your hometown realtor and is committed to finding you the perfect home. In town or in the country, Mark Nortman and his team will help you find the property of your dreams. Do you or a friend have a home or property that you need listed? Well, call us. We have motivated buyers for these properties. For the exposure and experience you need, call Mark Nortman at 575-3393 or visit them online today at firstweber.com. First Weber of Mount Horeb, your hometown realtor.
Now, back to the action. Right here on Wisco Radio.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Vikings up 62-47, about a minute and 11 seconds left. As a nice pump fake, one dribble pull-up is up and good for Frankie Walter. as the Thunderbirds look to get a quick stop and score, maybe force a little stress for Mount Horeb. Nice spin move there by Alex Chapman. He's kind of just doing it all. He draws 4 Thunderbirds defenders as a foul is committed with 52.2 seconds left. That foul on Gabriel Arnold, his first, 9th of the half. So Ethan Morrisard will go to the line, hits his first.
It's his first point of the evening.
That's what I was seeing. I was a little surprised by that. Morrisard kind of filled it up last time out.
Yeah. Starter has been playing most of the game, so.
His second is off and pulled in by the Thunderbirds. 63-49 deficit for Baraboo with about 40 seconds left as a Thunderbird is fouled on the way up. First free throw up, no good. I believe that is number 15, Braden Ferreira Hunter, sophomore, getting in this one late. As Carson Fitzpatrick will check out, Jed Zeck will check in for the Thunderbirds. Second free throw rattles in for a 63-50 ball game with 42.2 seconds left.
Chapman playing point guard now, late into this ball game.
That foul, I believe, will be on Trey Pickett. Will send Morrisard back to the charity stripe. Foul indeed was on Trey Pickett. His second.
In this current state of the game, it doesn't really seem like the Thunderbirds are going to win, but really props to them to really pushing it even to the end.
So Morrisard, 1 of 2 from the line. Make that 2 of 3. As a substitution is made here for Baraboo. Second free throw up and good. No good. Vikings band just to our right, so it might be pretty tough to hear us at the conclusion of this one, but we'll try our best before this varsity matchup. 26 seconds now. Vikings up 64-50 as a foul is called on Zach Brummond. Only the third of the half for Mount Horeb. Thunderbirds get it in pretty cleanly here as, right as I say that, they turn it over with 14 seconds left. The Vikings look to pull out the victory here, and unless anything crazy happens, the final should be 64-50. That is your final. So we'll take a quick break, and we will be back with the coverage of this varsity matchup. Vikings JV victorious 64-50. We'll be right back.
Fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Do you have a home in the Mount Horeb area that you want to sell? Well, we have a solution for you. First Weber of Mount Horeb is your hometown realtor and is committed to finding you the perfect home. In town or in the country, Mark Nortman and his team will help you find the property of your dreams. Do you or a friend have a home or property that you need listed? Well, call us. We have motivated buyers for these properties. For the exposure and experience you need, call Mark Nortman at 575-3393 or visit them online today at firstweber.com. First Weber of Mount Horeb, your hometown realtor.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Do you have a home in the Mount Horeb area that you want to sell? Well, we have a solution for you. First Weber of Mount Horeb is your hometown realtor and is committed to finding you the perfect home. In town or in the country, Mark Nortman and his team will help you find the property of your dreams. Do you or a friend have a home or property that you need listed? Well, call us. We have motivated buyers for these properties. For the exposure and experience you need, call Mark Nortman at 575-3393 or visit them online today at firstweber.com. First Weber of Mount Horeb, your hometown realtor.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Chiropractic services, Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Do you have a home in the Mount Horeb area that you want to sell? Well, we have a solution for you. First Weber of Mount Horeb is your hometown realtor and is committed to finding you the perfect home. In town or in the country, Mark Nortman and his team will help you find the property of your dreams. Do you or a friend have a home or property that you need listed? Well, call us. We have motivated buyers for these properties. For the exposure and experience you need, call Mark Nortman at 575-3393 or visit them online today at firstweber.com. First Weber of Mount Horeb, your hometown realtor.
Fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
In the Mount Horeb area that you want to sell? Well, we have a solution for you. First Weber of Mount Horeb is your hometown realtor and is committed to finding you the perfect home. In town or in the country, Mark Nortman and his team will help you find the property of your dreams. Do you or a friend have a home or property that you need listed? Well, call us. We have motivated buyers for these properties. For the exposed
Baraboo Thunderbirds and the Mount Horeb Vikings national anthem. So a great job, as usual, done there by the Mount Horeb Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Kellen Dorner. Big matchup here, as we mentioned early on. Baraboo coming into this one at 6-0, and Mount Horeb coming in at 3-1. Baraboo head coach Todd Nessheim says they haven't really played anybody since their first big test on the season. So we'll see how they respond here. Tough road environment, packed gym. You're looking around. I don't think I've seen a gym this packed in a few years, so it's great to see the support as well. Starting lineups coming for the Baraboo Thunderbirds under head coach Tyler Fish, 5'11 senior Jason Zitlow. Following him, Alex Hannigan, the 6'1 junior. Following him is number 12, Tony Lefebvre, 6'1 senior. Luke Vinkel follows Lefebvre, the 5'11 senior. And last but not least, big man in the middle, number 22, Ross Legal. Legal having himself quite a season, kind of do it all man for the Thunderbirds, averaging well into double figures. Now for the Mount Horeb Vikings under head coach Todd Nessheim, of course, 2015 state champions. High aspirations for this Viking squad to get back to that state tournament. Josh Manchester starts things out here for Mount Horeb. Nick Borwald follows him, the senior. Zach McGuire having himself a nice season. The junior, number 20. 21, Griffin Hanna follows him. And Austin Lively, of course, we mentioned. The Indiana football commit, man in the middle for Mount Horeb, has this in himself. Quite the handful. Manchester averaging on the season, find it in my notes here, 28.5 points per game, drawing big college interest in just his sophomore year. Manchester, talking to him a little bit pregame, says he's visited schools like Virginia, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and plans to visit Marquette soon. So quite the interest here early on for Manchester. But what can the Vikings do in this one with Manchester obviously being the focal point? And what can the rest of the Viking squad do to pull out a victory here?
I think they can really just hope to get him easy shots. I mean, he's going to be the focal point for the Thunderbird defense. So just getting him easy shots to start off the game to really give him some confidence to start hitting the tougher ones.
And those shots aren't going to come easy as Manchester's being guarded from about 30 feet as the Vikings turn it over to start this one. Driving down, and Manchester nearly got a piece of that, but laying that in was Toby Lefebvre getting the scoring started here in this one. Now into the left corner to Griffin Hanna, who picks up a foul. So that's the first foul on the evening. That one on Jason Zitlow. 2-0 the score early on. Baraboo on top. Lively looking to get open. Instead, Manchester gets his first touch as he drives left. Floater is short, no good. Lively looking to pull that one down. Does not. Instead, the Thunderbirds walk away with that one. 2-0 the score, 17-13 and ticking as that pass nearly sailed into the bench. Down low. And Leibfried called for a foul on the way up. Ross Legal really just kind of getting that ball and doing whatever he wants early on. Legal kind of the do-it-all man for the 6-0 Baraboo squad, who's coming off a 64-61 victory on the road in Sparta last week, as Legal's first is up and good. Legal averaging 20.2 points per game along with 12 boards a game, but he also can dish it pretty well as well. He's averaging 2 assists a game.
Yeah, you touched on that. The fact that Baraboo, this is like their big first test. But they've well believed that they can win this game because that game in Sparta was off of a game-winner 3 at the buzzer. So a lot of confidence for the Thunderbirds coming into this ball game.
That second free throw was good for Legal. On the other end of the court is Manchester. A little turnaround 18-footer up no good. And a foul will be called on Baraboo.
And those are the tough shots I'm talking about. If he can trying to get easier layups and wide open threes and stuff like that, instead of those turnaround jumpers, his confidence will be through the roof.
So Manchester's season low in scoring was 22 last time out. He had 17 in the first half. And then, of course, all of those 5 in the second half as he struggles to get that one in. He just does before the 5 seconds expires. Manchester, there's that layup we were talking about. Manchester gets his first pair of points on the night as the Vikings now trail 4-2 with 16:35 and ticking left in the first half. Had to move the table up there. That's why we were on mute for a few seconds. Get a little better view around this Vikings pep band. As bringing it up here is Alex Hannigan. Hannigan also having himself a nice start to the season, averaging in double figures as well. Kicks that one out. Hannigan, the assist leader for this Baraboo squad as well. Ross Legal, as a Viking, swatted that one off the board. I believe that was Zach McGuire saying, get that out of here. So McGuire looking to jumpstart this offense. Manchester three is good. So give Josh Manchester his third, fourth, and fifth points on the evening. He's got all five for Mount Horeb as they now claim a 5-4 lead with 15:50 in this first half.
Yeah, I talked to Todd Nessheim today. He said Zach McGuire, who got that block earlier, was the hidden gem of this team.
Shot right wing is no good. Leibfried just about pulled that one down. As we said, Leibfried, Indiana football commitment, making his impact here on the court as well. Manchester, step back three, no good. Legal pulls that one down, gets it in transition. Manchester looking to swat that off the glass. Nice lay-in there for number 21, Luke Vittengel, as Manchester was in pursuit. Kind of almost going for a LeBron chase down block there, just unable to get up high enough. Manchester looking to set a flare screen, as that shot is up and no good. Little out of control is Nick Vorwald as he gets it back. Vorwald down to McGuire. McGuire's lay-in off, no good. Got to connect on those if you're Mount Horeb. This is going to be a high-scoring matchup, as it's already 6-5. Legal driving. Leibfried nearly picked up a second, but did not, as Nick Vorwald pulled that one down for Mount Horeb. Vorwald's lay-in is no good, as the lay-in on the other end of the court, I believe that was Vittengel. It was indeed, getting himself another pair.
Yeah, Manchester just a little too ambitious trying to go for the pass there. Got the wide open layup.
Three in the corner. Another one that's about three-quarters of the way down and pops back out. Vorwald off on his shot. Hannigan driving his lay-in, no good. Put back for Ross Legal. Timeout taken. We will take one as well. 10-5 Vikings trailing early on.
Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
This is Wisco Radio.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. 10-5 Baraboo on top. Of course, 6-0 on the season. Vikings 3-1. Their only loss was at Stoughton on a potential buzzer beater that was off by Josh Manchester. 14:08 left in this first frame of play. Nice back cut there by Landon Elstad, the senior, just unable to haul that one in. Nice block there by Mount Horeb. That will be Vikings ball.
We've seen a lot of athletic plays here from the Vikings so far. I mean, 2 blocks off the glass and like 2 other potential ones. So the Vikings really showing their guard potential and their athleticism so far.
And I've done my fair share of Wisco games, but I don't think I've ever seen somebody get face guarded the entire length of the court like Manchester has been. I mean, he's inbound in that ball. They're just face guarding him from the other baseline. It's quite something to see the impact. And as we mentioned earlier on, the Vikings really could use that to their advantage. No Manchester's going to draw the eyes of the D. Just get Manchester to drive the lane, kick out, force the double team, easy three.
Yeah, hopefully he can get the other focal point of the Baraboo defense, Nick Vorwald, going, the senior. Really nice player.
Dan Olson checks in for the Thunderbirds, number 11, the 6'4 junior, seeing his first PT as that three was no good for Zach McGuire. Good looks here early on for the Vikings. They're just not finding the bottom of the basket. So 10-5, the score early on, 13-38 and ticking left in the first half. That pass, a little errant, but corralling it is number 2, Jason Zitlow. As Legal's just saying, give me the ball. He's got a mismatch, and they're just not getting it to him. Now to Zitlow at the top. Vikings got to switch that back or draw a double team. I mean, there's nothing you can do there. You got about a foot being given up there for Legal.
Yeah, the Vikings did a really good job with that ball pressure, denying Legal the ball there, but in the end just got it to him.
That one into Griffin Hanna. Now to McGuire at the top. Elstad calling for it left corner. He drives baseline. Skip pass nearly stolen. Now Vikings looking to get it to Manchester. There's nothing they can do with him being face guarded. 3 up, no good for the Vikings. 12-5 Baraboo on top as Manchester gets a steal. Just got to slow it down here if you're Josh as he goes up through contact. Shot no good. Vikings got to slow those down. They got the easy.
Manchester looking for the foul there. Not getting it, and then he picks up his own foul.
As I'm thinking, I'm seeing a news camera across the way. So, Mom, if you see me on TV later, how you doing? 12-5 Vikings trailing here early on. 12:27 left as Cam Nessheim seeing his first playing time. Austin Eifried checking back in.
Yeah, when I spoke to Coach Todd Nessheim earlier, he said the word is out about this team, and the hype is really up, and you can see the full gym and the news camera here.
Yeah, this is about the most hype I've seen for a Vikings basketball squad since probably that 2019 squad that was one game away from state.
Yep.
Over to Cam Nessheim. Nessheim thought about the 3. Manchester looking for a foul call. Looks like he's being held, but nothing is being called as Manchester, a couple jab steps. He drives, spin move to Livefried. What a pass from Manchester.
Play.
That one might be on the news a little bit later as Manchester just kind of doing it all here for Mount Horeb. He's got 5 points. And that assist,
yeah, he saw 3 blue shirts in the middle of the paint there. Livefried was just wide open for the easy lay.
Travel is a great call there as Vikings defense really locking in here. That last 2 went to number 44, Austin Livefried. So Vikings force a couple of turnovers in the last 2 possessions, and that beautiful pass down low from Manchester to Livefried. Kind of getting this game a little back to where we want it to head. Nessheim looking to get it into Chris Keel. Keel, I believe, a pretty instrumental part of that Vikings football team that had quite the success in the fall. Over to Elstad in the corner, looking to get it to Manchester. Manchester just not open, getting face guarded this entire game. Keel now driving right. Kicking to Livefried. Livefried spots up and a little short, no good as Manchester pulls it back. His 3 off, no good. As the Baraboo faithful didn't like that. Cam Nessheim goes, that's off him. It was indeed off of the Thunderbird.
I think the Vikings teammates, they've got to notice that Manchester's being face guarded like that, and they got to set some off-ball screens for him to get him open for some catch-and-shoot threes and even some driving lanes.
Yeah, those flare screens for Manchester will be pretty big. Just get him open, get him going, and add to those 28.5 he's averaging on the season. That's good for 10th in the state in scoring as Manchester loses that one on the way up. Keel, great hustle getting back as Nessheim gets a piece of that one on the way up. So Chris Keel does a good job of slowing it down, gets it to Elstad, looking to get it into Livefried in the post. They do not, instead get it to Nessheim on the way up. Nice backup there by Manchester as he goes through contact and the foul. So Josh Manchester now with 7 of the Vikings' 9. Of course, he's got that 1 assist. He's accounted for all 9 of the Vikings' points early on.
I think Livefried's got 2. I think Livefried had that 1 layup from the assist by Manchester. So
you're right.
He has scored an assist on all of the points so far for the Vikings. Pretty impressive for only a sophomore.
As Hayden Anderson will check into this one for the first time. JV head coach Paul Manchester was speaking to him a little before the game. He said Anderson's really making his mark on JV, but he wants to see that translate over to his varsity game.
Yeah, I figured Anderson would get some run here because of just the size of Weigel. I mean, Anderson's like the only one that can really match up to him. I mean, Livefried's big, but like this this guy 22, he is big.
Yeah, you don't see 6'8" in high school very often, as a foul will be called, I believe, on Anderson.
Grabbed him on the cut.
Vikings third, first on Hayden Anderson.
Yeah, Lytle's not only 6'8", but he can handle and he can pass. So a really big threat here for the Vikings defense.
They get it into Lytle. Now top of the key, driving and losing it. 50-50 ball is going to be another big key for Mount Horeb. Got to get those and get out in transition. Of course, Manchester can really flag, maybe get him a couple dunks in transition as Lytle pushes off. They do call the offensive foul. Great job there by Hayden Anderson, giving up his body for the team.
Yeah, it was a risky play, already picking up one foul on that first possession, trying to draw the charge there.
But another big thing here is maybe get legal into foul trouble. He's got one, just drive on him. And maybe force him to pick up that second, get him on the bench. Can see him being one of those players that don't get many bench minutes for head coach Tyler Fish. Keel posting up. And now 3 for Cam Nessheim. Good.
These non-Josh Manchester minutes are going to be huge for the Vikings here.
So Cam Nessheim really getting into it, clapping it half court on defense. 12-12 ball game now, just under 10 minutes left in this first half.
Yeah, Nessheim, a really great defensive point guard, brings the energy for the Vikings here and a little bit of playmaking on the offensive side.
Skip pass over. Now Vikings students that get into it, you really love to hear that. Another skip pass. Cam Nessheim, great job of staying down. And a jump ball is the call. I wasn't sure if they were calling a foul or a jump ball. We were just talking about that Cam Nessheim defense. And there it is, right on the spot. Luke Vittengo checked back in. 5'11" senior, seeing some nice minutes here in the starting rotation. Into the big man in the middle, Legal. Legal now gets it. Top key now to the right corner. And Hayden Anderson risky there, almost going for the ball. Could have been called for a foul as Legal gets another bucket. Legal averaging 20 on the season as Elstad thought about the three instead, gets to Keel. Keel drives baseline to our right as the three up back rim for Owen Ashleman, seeing his first minutes of the night. 9 minutes left in this first half. Vikings trailing 14-12. And a foul, I believe, will be called on Mount Horeb, their fourth of the first half.
Interesting that the sideline referee called that, not the baseline referee, right in front of the play.
As Alex Hannigan checks back in. Hannigan having himself a nice season. Called that foul on the ground. I thought they were going to send the big man Ross Legal to the line, but instead they called that on the ground. Cam Nessheim picking up his first on the evening as Keel pokes that one away, and the Thunderbirds recover it. Cam Nessheim, there's that defense once again as he gets the steal. Really challenge the big man at the rim. Floater for Nessheim, no good. Hayden Anderson pulls that one down.
Not a bad idea.
There is an easy bucket for Nick Vorwald. Vorwald getting on the scoreboard for the first time this evening. 14-14 the score, 8:26 and ticking as the Thunderbirds look to reclaim the lead. Coach Nessheim, as a travel was called, Coach Nessheim, also said this Thunderbird team really uses that pick and roll, and we're seeing that early on. So Josh Manchester, boy, this is quite something. The minute he gets subbed in, they're face guarding him. Comes off the bench, immediately got a guy all over him. Toby Lefevre tasked with guarding Josh. Fouled on the way up, and the foul. Nice job finishing through contact there for Nick Vorwald as the Vikings get their first lead on the evening.
Yeah, Nick Vorwald, a really nice senior. He's been in the program all 4 years and been on varsity all 4 years. He's going to look to play some D3 college basketball in his future, according to Coach Nessheim.
So that foul was on number 5, Alex Hannigan, his first as the free throw up and good. Vikings claim a 3-point lead with 8:10 in this first half. Bring it up here for the Thunderbirds is Alex Hannigan. Hannigan getting doubled at half court. He's got an open man somewhere. Legal still hasn't hit the bench in this game. As I said, he's probably going to be seeing quite a few minutes. Legal now. Nice dish, and that one deflected. Travel is the call.
And another thing to note, Vikings already in the bonus here. 6 fouls by the Thunderbirds early, so the Vikings will get free throws for the next 7:51 in this first half.
Definitely got to take advantage of that if you're head coach Todd Nessheim and this Vikings squad. Know you got those 6 fouls on Baraboo. Know you're shooting at least 1-1 for the next about 8 minutes. As a foul, I believe, will be called on Lefevre. So that'll send Manchester to the line for a 1-1. Lefevre picking up his first on the evening, 7th on the half as Manchester already got 7 in this one. Missed his only free throw attempt up till this point. That one is good, giving him 8 of the Vikings' 18. Nick Vorwald also at 5 in this one, as Manchester's second is good. Neither of those hit rim, and neither of them hit much net, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. 19-14 now, Vikings getting a little momentum, as thinking about that 3 nearly taking it was Jason Zitlow. He elected not to. Zitlow now gets it, looking to get into Legal. They do not. Legal looking to set a little flare screen. He does. Open man in the left corner. They just don't see him. Now Hannigan gets it. Hannigan was that open man in the corner. Nice dribble moves by Hannigan. Great defense by Ashleman, as Ashleman really locking his man up with about 7 minutes left. Manchester now looking to keep this great defense for Mount Horeb going, as the host of switches going on for the Vikings. Legal now backs down, draws a double. Great defense there. Great defense possession for Mount Horeb as they look to get a lead going here. Ashleman thought about the 3, instead gets to McGuire. McGuire over to Vorwald, as Luke really wanted him to shoot it. Manchester will shoot it and hit. 22-14, Vikings on top, and they're on at least an 8-0 run here in the last couple minutes. Timeout taken. Vikings surging. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Chiropractic services, Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Now, back to the action, right here on Wisco Radio.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Vikings up 22-14 early in this first half. We were talking in the break, Luke, about how the Vikings just kind of look nervous to open the game, but now that they've settled in, kind of getting things rolling on offense, they're really kicking it in here. Bringing it up here is Alex Hannigan. Hannigan gets it. Legal still in this one, hasn't seen the bench other than that timeout as he drives. No foul call as Manchester pulls down. Manchester looks to get out and run with it. Manchester shot up, no good. Had Nessheim open, just didn't see him as Manchester.
He had Ashleman over in the other corner open as well. And another block for the Vikings.
I believe that one was Nick Vorwald saying, get that out of here. With 6:10 left, the Vikings find themselves on top, 22-14. Only 4 team fouls on Mount Horeb in this first half. Pretty clean ball for the Vikings. Right as I say that, blame that one on me. I think they're calling a foul on the Vikings. So that one is my fault.
Commentator's curse.
They call that one on Owen Ashleman, his first. 5th team. Legal open, top of the key. Instead, they get it down low, and that one sent back. Another block for Nick Vorwald as Ashleman gets it back to Vorwald. Vorwald thought about the 3 instead, gets it to Ashleman, driving right. Ashleman looking to get it to Manchester instead, into the corner to Vorwald. Vorwald spotting it for 3, shot is up and no good. McGuire,
good hustle,
somehow pulls that one down. That one deflected and will be Baraboo ball.
He tried to throw it off of Zitlow, and Zitlow, nice reaction time to get out of the way.
5:45 left in this first half. Vikings up 22-14. They trailed this one 10-5 early before they really started getting settled in. Legal rolling off the screen, just don't get it to him. Vikings bench really getting into this one.
They do a great job of hyping up their defensive squad.
Maybe that hype is what they needed, as the Thunderbirds will turn it over yet again. So Vikings look to stretch this lead to double digits, as Manchester still getting face guarded in that right corner. They get it to him. Manchester pump fakes, somehow splits that double. Oh my, and he gets fouled. Huge foul there by Legal.
That's 2 on him, I believe.
That is indeed 2 on Legal. Maybe drive on him a couple more times in this half. Manchester just showing how fearless he is. Just taking on the big man, giving up about 6-7 inches. As Manchester's first is good. Really showing how fearless he is on offense. Why he's getting those D1 recruits. So Manchester with 13 in this one. Make it 14, why don't you? As he's equaling Baraboo's point total. Vikings up 24-14 with just over 5 minutes left in this first half. Hannigan will bring it up yet again. Hannigan running point for the majority of this one as Manchester gets a steal. I don't even know where he came from on that as he gets it. Flashy pass into the corner. Now Nessheim thought about the 3 instead. Top Key McGuire, shot up and good. So Vikings really hitting their stride here as they blow this one open so far, 27-14. McGuire gets his first 3 on the evening.
I think the best thing so far in this half has been those 8 fouls on the Thunderbirds. They can't be as physical with Manchester off the ball. Worried about the foul trouble, and I think that's 2 on Manchester now.
I think even bigger than that is on Manchester, and that is his second. And I think even bigger than that is the 2 fouls they've drawn on Legal.
Yep.
Heading to the line for a pair is Lefevre, as his first is good. So 27-15 now the score as a few Vikings hit the bench with 4:36 left in this first frame of play. Lefevre, dribble, spin, dribble, free throw is up and good.
It'll be interesting to see if Manchester gets any more playing time in this first half, or they'll save them for the second with their 11-point lead.
Yeah, with both teams in the bonus, it'll be interesting to see how coaches decide to play this one as Elstad comes around the screen from Livefried. Nice dump down there. And I believe a double dribble is called on Griffin Hand. I didn't quite see that one, but the ref saw it otherwise. So Vikings turn it over. Thunderbirds still trailing by 11 with about 4:15 as Hannigan, gets it top of the key over to Legal. Kind of mix those 2 names together and created something. As fouled on the way up is Legal.
Even though it's resulted in some fouls, I really like how Todd Nessheim has instructed his team to be physical with Legal, especially in the paint. Showing him that there's no free buckets here in Mount Horeb.
So that foul was on Livefried, his second. As the first is in for Ross Legal. That one only hit the rim about 7 or 8 times before dropping. But as long as it goes in, Legal's happy as his second goes in a little cleaner. 27-18 now. The Vikings on top as they're in their home white unis. Baraboo in their road navy and gold. Nessheim looking to get it to Livefried. Instead drives right, spins. What a move there by Cam Nessheim, stopping our dime, spinning and laying it up. Legal now running point center for Baraboo as he skips it. Cam Nessheim, nice defense there. Elstad got to stay on his feet on those as another nice move by Hannigan. Puts that one in. Vikings up 29-20 with 3:21 and ticking. Livefried now gets it to Elstad. Elstad looking to drive baseline. Instead drives right, a little 2-man game with Livefried. Livefried now gets it. Skips it. Thought about the 3, did thought about the three, did. Vorwald instead drives the lane, spins, and lays it in. 31-20. Back-to-back-to-back athletic finishes here, Luke. Vikings with a nice finish, and then answering right back is Baraboo. And then Vorwald finishes that one.
Very interesting to see the Viking defender shade towards Legal when he's trying to post up. Saw Vorwald do it there.
3 up and no good for Zitlow as the Vikings look to push that lead even more. A quick 3 is off, no good. And a foul will be called on Leibfried, I believe. That's his third if it is on Austin. So now Coach Nesheim has a big decision to make as Leibfried kind of looking for an explanation from the ref. I didn't see much there either, but called it, so what do you do? Legal will head to the line. Legal really filling it up here on offense early on. A lot of free throws.
Yeah, that call seemed very ticky-tacky. Just seemed like two big guys battling down low, but what can you do, right?
6'8" senior Ross Legal, his first up and good. It wouldn't surprise me if he's drawn some college interest. I didn't see anything, but it wouldn't surprise me if he's got some looks from the collegiate level.
Coach Nesheim told me today that he is going to college to play football. I didn't catch where or what division, but I know that he is playing at the next level for football.
Nice drive there, lay-in, no good. That's the third or fourth layup the Vikings have failed to connect on as Legal may have gotten away with the walk. Instead, he lays it in, cutting this lead to 31-24. Vikings got to keep their foot on the gas here in the final 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
And he's got 14 of the Thunderbird 24 so far in this first half. Just been that engine.
Cam Nesheim goes up through contact. His shot up, no good. That one coming towards us. As a thank you to Luke Vittengold for kind of saving us there. So Baraboo now the ones cutting into this Vikings lead. Early on it was the Vikings going into Baraboo's lead. But now with Manchester on the bench, it's the other way around as Legal gets that one into the corner, now gets it back top of the key. (31-24) Vikings on top. As I just heard Channel 3 is in the building, so if you can watch the news tonight, you might see us. 1:37 and ticking as Chris Keel checks back in, bringing the ball up for Mount Horeb. Josh Manchester looks to still be on the bench for Coach Nesheim. He is indeed. Cam Nesheim, that one stolen away. Vikings got to get back in transition. Nesheim will pick up another foul. So Vikings kind of getting a little sloppy with it late in this half as Nesheim picks up number 2.
Similar to the JV game, a really, really high first half foul rate for both teams. Making it interesting here.
As Luke Vittengold, the 5'11 senior, hits his first, narrowing the lead to 6. I believe it was up to 12 or 14, and just like that, it's down to 6. As Vittengold's second is good. Kind of similar thing happened last week in the varsity game, but then they just blew it open, wide open in the second half. It was a close game at halftime, and then they just came out on a huge spurt and just blew out Edgewood. Cam Nesheim open in the corner instead. Nice layup in traffic there for Nick Vorwald. So Vorwald really filling it up here, having himself a nice evening as well.
He's got 9 on the evening.
Clock nearing a minute, 33-26. Vikings on top. 3 in the corner is off, no good. As it'll be interesting to see if Mount Horeb elects to hold for the last shot here. You know, Coach Nesheim likes to do that sometimes. Back a few years ago, he'd hold it for the final minute 30. Just look for the best shot, move the ball around, and just get an open look. As Elstad now, or excuse me, not Elstad. That is Griffin Hanna, yep. Griffin Hanna drove, got it to Nesheim. McGuire now driving, getting contact, kicking into the corner, 3 up and good. Typical Vikings offense there with about 20 seconds left as Vorwald gets on another 3. 36-26 as Legal, drives. That shot, no good. I believe they called it on the ground, but it'll be a couple of free throws for Legal nonetheless.
He draws a lot of fouls just by playing the game because just trying to hold them away from the basket usually results in a foul.
So 36-26, Vikings on top. That foul was on number 20, Zach McGuire, his first, Legal's first, no good. As Manchester checks back in. That's exactly what I thought Mount Horeb would do, was put Manchester with his final possession, maybe get him a look late in the half. Manchester already with 14. Not to be outdone by Nick Vorwald's 12. A couple of great first halves. Those two players with 26, Mount Horeb's 36. Legal's second is way short. Barely drew iron as Manchester pulls it down. So Manchester getting face guarded here. Vikings got to use that to their advantage as that shot is up no good. 36-26, Vikings on top. We will take a break and be right back.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Home in the Mount Horeb area that you want to sell? Well, we have a solution for you. First Weber of Mount Horeb is your hometown realtor and is committed to finding you the perfect home. In town or in the country, Mark Nortman and his team will help you find the property of your dreams. Do you or a friend have a home or property that you need listed? Well, call us. We have motivated buyers for these properties. For the exposure and experience you need, call Mark Nortman at 575-3393 or visit them online today at firstweber.com. First Weber of Mount Horeb, your hometown realtor.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Chiropractic Services, Dr. Joe Ryan of Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Do you have a home in the Mount Horeb area that you want to sell? Well, we have a solution for you. First Weber of Mount Horeb is your hometown realtor and is committed to finding you the perfect home. In town or in the country, Mark Nortman and his team will help you find the property of your dreams. Do you or a friend have a home or property that you need listed? Well, call us. We have motivated buyers for these properties. For the exposure and experience you need, call Mark Nortman at 575-3393 or visit them online today at firstweber.com. First Weber of Mount Horeb, your hometown realtor.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes. So contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Vikings on top at the halftime intermission, 36-26. And Luke, what can the Vikings do in this second half to pull out the victory in front of their home crowd?
I think really have to keep what they're doing. I mean, they had a pretty good first half, just a little sloppy there in the middle. But I think they really have to focus on those non-Josh Manchester minutes, especially with him with 2 fouls. They really have to play through their senior guard, Nick Vorwald, who had a really impressive 12 points in that first half. If they keep pushing and keep what they're doing, I think they'll win.
Yeah, and Manchester last season shot 40% from downtown. He's got a couple of threes on this one. But like you said, those non-Manchester minutes are going to be huge. Vikings, speaking of Manchester, will be inbounding this ball here to start this second half momentarily. Manchester, Cam Nessheim starting this second half for Todd Nessheim as that lob intercepted. And Nessheim now, great job fouling there. They're counting that basket, actually. Thought they'd call that on the floor instead. They called that on the way up as Nessheim, I believe that's his third. And a great defensive guard, as we were mentioning, picks up another foul.
So we talked about those non-Josh Manchester minutes, but I think during the Manchester minutes, his teammates really have to work to get him free so he doesn't have to always take tough dribble pull-ups with a guy in his face.
Lefevre unable to get 3 points the old-fashioned way. Nessheim, corner three, short, no good. As now into the left corner nearest to us, Nessheim playing with those 3 fouls. Got to be careful here. $17:20 left in this one. Vikings up 36-28. Now into the corner. Up top of the key, looking to get it. They do indeed. 3 is up, no good for Hannigan as Manchester pulls down the board. Manchester gets it up court. Now, easy lane, about the easiest 2 that Nick Vorwald will get of his career. Nobody within a few feet of him. 38-28, now 16:43 and ticking. Into Hannigan. Hannigan looking to get it down low. Hannigan shot up, no good. Lefty, kind of lefty fadeaway was off the mark.
Good defense there from the junior Griffin Hanna.
As Manchester looking to get open, he cannot. Legal playing some nice D here as Manchester somehow gets open. His 3 quick release rattles home to give Manchester his, I believe, 3rd 3 on the evening, giving him 17. Nick Vorwald, I'm sure you guys can hear that clapping, trying to get his his defensive guard. As Manchester, that was number 21, Griffin Hanna, unable to close out. 3 up, no good for Baraboo. Big screen there. And they will call the foul, I believe, on Zach McGuire. Zach McGuire indeed picking up his second.
Yeah, he kind of just ran him over there. And 2 quick fouls here for the Vikings. Something to watch.
Vikings got to keep getting stops here on defense. Legal shot is good, as he's really filling it up in this one.
16 so far. Over half of his team's points.
Manchester with it now. Pump fakes right, drives left. Little 15-foot pull-up is good. Manchester now 19. Vorwald with 14 himself. Legal drives. We've seen that a lot from Legal this game, and there's nothing you can really do. Just driving right.
Good defense.
A little nice little fadeaway.
Yeah.
There's just not much you can do when you got a 6'8" guy coming right at you. Manchester now gets it. Nice pump fake, step back three, shot up, and short, no good. I believe that'll be Legal picking up the foul, and if so, that is his third. So I think one big thing the Vikings can do in the next few minutes, drive at Ross Legal. Make him pick up that fourth foul. Vikings a little unable to get this one in as that one is nearly turned over. Vikings fortunate to get that one back with 14:52 left in this ball game and an 11-point lead.
Not only the foul trouble for Legal, something to monitor, but the cardio. I mean, hasn't taken a break outside of the timeouts and the halftime break. So he's probably used to it, but still, that's a lot for one person to do.
Nice back cut there by one of the Vikings, and I believe a travel is called. Manchester's three rattled home, but doesn't count. Looking across the court, quite a few Baraboo fans made about the hour trek down to Mount Horeb. Great to see from them. Mount Horeb looking to hand Baraboo their first loss on the season. Got to keep up what they're doing in that first half, though. Cam Nessheim, some great help defense, but a foul is called as the shot goes in.
Yeah, Vorwald tried to get to that shot late to try and stop the end one because he already knew there was going to be a foul, but...
So Hannigan did a great job finishing through contact there as he's having himself a nice evening.
Only 4 points, but it seems like he's been everywhere all night.
Make that 5 for Alex Hannigan, 6'1" junior guard. As you said, just seems like we've kind of been calling his name all throughout the night. Manchester setting a little flare screen, looking to get it top of the key instead. Nice little turnaround, 15-footer for Nick Vorwald. So Vorwald now with 16 on the evening, above his season average. Austin Livefried is playing a little too handsy, and if I'm not mistaken, that might be his fourth. That is his fourth, and that's a big foul. Hayden Anderson checking back in. So Livefried comes out, Anderson checks in.
Seems like he kind of acted as an offensive line there. Put two hands on Legal as he was running at him.
Thunderbirds trailing by 10, just under 14 minutes. As
Good
Hannigan's
defense.
shot, no good. Bodies hitting the floor everywhere. A couple Thunderbirds down. Vikings got to take advantage. Got a 4-on-3 as Manchester drives. No foul called on Legal as Vikings now got to get back. Nice defense there by Hayden Anderson. But Lefevre finishes through the contact. Manchester, no foul calls. He's really looking for one. Got his feet taken out and just nothing called. 3 is good for Manchester nonetheless, as a travel is called on Ross Legal. So Nessie's Nuthouse order up far right, getting into it in their Hawaiian outfits. I'm liking the looks of those, as the Vikings are up 11 with 13-18 and ticking.
It's very interesting seeing Manchester not get the call like 2 times in a row. First on that layup attempt and then the 3.
Manchester really calling for it. Step back 3, off no good as Legal pulls that one out. Cam Nessheim just can't pick up a foul as an easy transition.
And Manchester's down. He's hurt on the other end. Holding his ankle, it seemed like a non-contact injury. He was just running back and he just fell right in front of the student section, but he seems to be okay. Scary.
Very scary. Manchester with 22. Could easily have 23-24 if he gets a couple fouls called. But Manchester, of course, that D1 recruit, using that mentality to play through the injury. Scoop lay in, no good. Rebounded by Hayden Anderson. Anderson could have gotten the end one, but instead he gets his first deuce on the evening.
really using his size well there. Legal was nowhere around the rim. I bet you expected the first layup to go in.
Todd Nessheim screaming timeout.
I don't know how the refs are not hearing him. There we go.
There's a timeout call. We will take one as well. Vikings up 11.
Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Now, back to the action, right here on Wisco Radio.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Luke, what have you seen in the second half early on from Mount Horeb you've really liked?
I think for them, they've really got to just stay within the game. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff going on with the refs that we've mentioned a few times on here, but they've just got to stay within themselves, stick to the game plan of shutting down Legal and giving the ball to their superstar, Josh Manchester, and they'll pull this game out up 11.
Yeah, Manchester with 22 of the Vikings, 50 on the evening. He put up 22 the last time out, but he's already matched that with 12 and a half minutes left as Legal will go to the line. First for Legal, nothing but net. Legal, despite his size, very good free throw shooter. I'm kind of surprised by that. His second, up and good. 52-41 now, Vikings on top. Manchester looks to be playing through that injury pretty well. Those ankles can be pretty tough. Chris Keel spots up, and that one about 3/4 of the way down and rattles out. So Legal playing really physical. You can tell he's definitely a football player over basketball. Just loves that contact. Vikings up 9 with about 12 minutes left. Looking to cut into that. Shot up, no good. Nice job there by Anderson pulling that one down. Manchester now with it in transition. Gets into the corner. Corner three up short. As Chris Keel just snatches that one. Manchester's three, good. Josh Manchester with 25 on the ball game. Vikings up 53-41. Chris Keel, I don't know where he came from on that.
Showing the wide receiver in him. Showing why he was a key part to that legendary season for the MHB Vikings.
So nice lay-in there for number 2, Jason Zitlow. Using a little English, will kiss off the glass.
His first points of the night.
Manchester crosses, drives, hoop, and the harm. So Manchester really turned it on here. He's got 27 of the Vikings, 55. Looking to make it 28 from the line. Number 2, Jason Zitlow picking up foul. Number 2 also. Number 2 foul on the half for Baraboo.
Yeah, we know Manchester can hit those tough step back fadeaway stuff, but it's really nice to see him get to the rim. Just an easy wide open right-handed layup. Got to knock down the free throws though, and look at Keela again on the rebound. Should have just put that one back up. Nobody around him. I just don't think he knew it.
Ross Legal looking for a foul call. Nothing called, really. Looking, and a lot of players looking for a lot of different fouls. Owen Ashleman looking for a hold. Ross Legal looking for something down low. Nothing called. The Vikings getting the ball back up 55-43 with 11:04 left in this ball game.
And here we are. Those non-Josh Manchester minutes is what we talked about here at the half. See if the Vikings can.
Chris Keel nearly turning that one over. Will stay with Mount Horeb. So Vikings find themselves up 12. We thought this would be a pretty high-scoring game. It is just that. 3 in the corner, up, back, rim, no good. I believe that is Nick Vorwell pulling down his board. Zach McGuire spots up. 3, up, and good. So Zach McGuire cashes in on a 3, 58-43. Vikings on top. Timeout taken. We will take one as well. Vikings up 15 with about 10.5 minutes left.
Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
To listen to Wisco on the go, download our app from your phone's app store.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Vikings find themselves up 58-43 as Chris Keel will pick up a foul, the 6th on the half for Mount Horeb. And Luke, other than the 20-piece for Ross Legal, what have you seen from the Vikings on defense that you really liked?
I think it's been an interesting strategy. I don't know if they've tried to do it, but it's like let Legal get his and then like try not to let anyone else beat you. I mean, he's got 20 of their 43, so they've been doing a nice job in that regard. And then an illegal screen right here. Good physical defense from the junior, Chris Keel.
Great D there from Chris Keel, as Owen Ashland really got pretty psyched up after that one. Pretty easy call for the officials to make with 10-13 left. Vikings up 58-43. As I said, last week in their home game against Edgewood, they were up a few at the half and just really blew it open in the second half. We'll see if they can do that in this half as well. Ross Legal pulls down the board off of the Nick Vorwald miss, as the Thunderbirds look to cut into the lead with under 10 minutes. 3 is up top, key and good for Zitlow. .58-46, Vikings on top. Chris Keel gets it over to Anderson, who gets it top of the key now to Vorwald. Vorwald over it to McGuire. Keel posting up, calling for it. He gets it. Just got to force a foul on Legal, and they do just that. I believe that's either his 3rd or 4th. His 4th, Ross Legal. So I'm Todd Nessheim. I'm telling his squad, drive right at Legal, and right at Legal. Pick up that 5th, get him out of the game. That might play a big role. Anderson's first is no good.
Very interesting. Oh, there he goes for the first time tonight. He is going to take a seat. And that's got to be a sigh of relief for Todd Nessheim. He doesn't have to worry about him defensively now.
Very smart move for Baraboo head coach Tyler Fish to take his star out of this one. For the first time this game, 2nd for Hayden Anderson. Up and good, getting himself his 3rd point.
He's been a really nice job with Lightfried struggling in foul trouble. He's done a nice job replacing the senior.
59-46, Vikings on top. Baraboo kind of looking a little scrambled on this possession. It's not spacing, not really there for the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, their whole offense is sitting on the bench right now.
Clock now at 9 minutes. Great defensive possession here for Mount Horeb as Josh Manchester checked back in at some point. Didn't see when that happened, but see what he can do for the Vikings. Chris Keel will be called for a foul on the rip-through. Will send a Thunderbird to the line. I'm thinking just about the only thing the Vikings can improve on this second half is those fouls. There's going to be a lot of free throws for the Thunderbirds. First free throw up, no good for Baraboo. As Zach McGuire will cross right, might have gotten away with a push-off. That 3, no good. And a Viking somehow pulls that one down. Tipped out of bounds. I believe that was Hayden Anderson pulling down that offensive rebound.
And he's back. Short break for Legal.
Not even out for a minute. Once again, I'm telling my squad to just drive right at Legal. Anderson for Mount Horeb checks out. Vorwald checks back in.
Great minutes by the sophomore. 2 offensive rebounds. And got to the line once.
So Josh Manchester gets that right corner. Spots up. Shot up, no good. 3 now for Ashleman, no good. And just careless foul there by Mount Horeb as Zach McGuire went over the back. McGuire picks up number 3 on the ball game, 8th on the team. So Hannigan will head to the line again for the 1-and-1 bonus. His first, barely drew iron, but the Thunderbirds somehow get it back. That pass heading towards me. Did a great job hauling that one in. As Ashland inbound it right by us, gets it into Vorwell. Boy, a couple balls heading over our way we've hauled in. Just doing it all over here, Luke and I are this evening. Manchester now in the right corner, looking to get it down low to McGuire. As could have been the 5th on Ross Legal, but McGuire goes up through the contact. Boy, that would have been huge if they could have fouled out Legal there, but no call was made. Vikings up 61-46 with 7:48 left.
You can see that's a clear point of attack for Todd Nessheim. McGuire was looking to post him up from the beginning of the possession.
And if I'm McGuire on offense or defense here, I'm just saying, draw that charge as they call a block on Zach McGuire. Tough call there for the Vikings as Coach Todd Nessheim is in disbelief, as is just about this entire gym. So McGuire will pick up number 4 as Nessheim will leave him in. Legal will go to the line for a 1-and-1 bonus. Legal's first, no good.
So the Thunderbirds have been to the line 3 times since the bonus went into play, and they have missed all 3 of their free throws.
So McGuire looking to run things here for the Vikings. As Manchester looks to get open, there's not much he can do getting face guarded this entire game. No call there yet again, but Zach McGuire is doing a great job finishing through contact. So the refs really letting him play here, as Zach McGuire just can't really jump there, pick up his 5th. And Legal will get the easy 2.
22 for number 22 on the night.
Manchester's quick 3 is up and good. Give him a 30 ball as he's over his season average. So Manchester with 30 and Mount Horeb 66. That pass tipped into the left corner near us. Legal up and good to give him 24.
McGuire didn't want to pick up another foul there. Look at, he's going to run point, just driving it right at Legal every single time, hoping to draw the foul.
Instead he'll spot up for 3. That no good as Legal leaks out in transition. That
good
pass
defense.
Tipped. Great defense there.
Another good
McGuire
defense.
Will get that one. Manchester pulls
Great
down the
team
board.
defense.
There's not much Legal could have done there. As a lob is thrown by Josh Manchester, as that one really electrifies this Mount Horeb's crowd. The Vikings kind of starting to pull away here, up 68-50 with under 6 minutes left. Timeout for Thunderbirds. We will take one as well. You're listening to Mount Horeb Basketball on Wisco Radio.
Sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Vikings kind of starting to pull away with this one of 68-50. Looking to hand Baraboo their first loss on the year. This is a 36-26 game at the half. And the Vikings just kind of doing what they did last game. Just kind of get their groove going on offense. Kind of get it down low. They're playing through Zach McGuire, it seems. Just going right into Legal, trying to force him to pick up his 5th. Nothing being called, but Vikings doing a great job playing through those non-whistles.
Yeah, the 4 fouls just really taken away Legal's defensive presence down low. Before he was just roaming around looking for shots to block, but now he's been a little more passive on those defensive possessions.
As Austin Livefried will check back in for Nestheim and the Vikings. I believe he's got 4 as well, so Livefried got to be pretty careful. Vikings bench getting into it now as a nice little zone's being put on by Mount Horeb. A foul is called on Mount Horeb as Legal will go to the line for a chance at 3. Boy, it seems like a really similar play as we're seeing on the other end of the court, and they're just not calling it on Legal. But the Vikings still find themselves up 16 with 5:44 left. Legal's free throw is good as he's now got 27, I believe. 27, I was right. As Manchester will bring it up here, crosses left, gets that one poked away, but a foul will be called on number 21, Luke Vittengel. Vittengel's now got 4. That's pretty big.
Yeah, the main guarder of Manchester all night.
They'll switch number 12, Toby Lefevre, onto him.
See if they'll go back at Legal. McGuire not in the game. See if we can get a Livefried post up here.
68-53 the score. As Manchester now gets it doubled, splits the double, gets it one poked away to Livefried. So now to Nestheim. Nestheim drives. A nice job finishing. 70-53 now. Vikings on top with about 5 minutes left. Legal now gets it. Drives right at Livefried as he goes down hard. Very hard.
Yeah, there's no contact there. I think Livefried did a great job of pulling the chair on him there. Similar thing, if you ever watch the Bucks, a lot of teams do that to Giannis. When he's going full speed, they just kind of like move out of his way because he expects the contact. Similar thing Livefried just did to Legal there.
I would say if Livefried can keep doing that the rest of this game, that's going to be huge because we know Legal's liking to play through that contact. Yep. He likes driving left, kind of going through that contact, a little floater with the right hand. But I think this is the first time I haven't seen a Viking on Manchester, or excuse me, a Thunderbird on Manchester as he's kind of just wide open at the free throw line. 70-50 now. 70-53, excuse me, the score with 4:59 left. Manchester bringing it up here. Looking to get it to Livefried. They do. If I'm Austin, I'm backing Legal down. As nice little layup there by Livefried, the Indiana football commit, as that gets him his 3rd and 4th points.
That's going to be there all night for Livefried, especially with Legal with those 4 fouls. Good defense.
Foul is called on Landon Elstad, his first.
I did see a little bit of contact there, but it looked like it was before the shot. They'll decide that Hannigan will go to the line for 2.
So those 10 fouls on the Vikings really going to play a role for the last 4.5 minutes. Hannigan's first, no good. Only 5 team fouls on Baraboo. That's kind of surprising.
It's been a really physical game on both sides.
Second free throw, no good. They could have probably called over the back on Legal there, but they did not, as that will stay on this end of the court.
But the Vikings have gotten pretty lucky that the Thunderbirds have not really capitalized on their free throw attempts so far.
Legal looking to get it down low. Instead, Livefried nearly blocks that one, but a nice lay-in there by Hannigan. Nestheim was talking about this full court press. Kind of a 1-2-2 full court press in the front court, and then they back it off as the Vikings get it in. See if they do that here with 4:18 left. The Vikings up 17, 72-55. Now back to Cam Nestheim. Nestheim gets it over to Manchester. Manchester getting doubled right away. No fouls are being called. Manchester's getting hacked. Nothing called. As a nice lay-in there. I believe that was Landon Elstad. Elstad it was indeed. 74-55. Vikings on top. That post hook no good. You can just kind of tell Legal's getting tired. He's not really getting back in transition very well, as Manchester will draw the foul.
And that might be 5 on Vittengel if they call it. Number 12, the Favre is asking for it, but nope, they'll call it on Vitengel, and we'll see him take a seat for the rest of the game.
So Vitengel had himself a nice evening, but will hit the bench with 3:48 left. So Griffin Hanna and Owen Ashman will check back in for Mount Horeb. Vorwald and Elstad hit the bench. So Manchester's first is up and good. Give Manchester 31 on the evening. His season high is, I believe, 34. As his second off, no good. Leibfried kind of went down a little awkward as he's got to get back in this one. Nice shot poking that one away, and there's just not much Mount Horeb can do there. You got a 6'8" guy who's getting just whatever he wants. Hit legal nearing 30 on the evening now.
Yeah, Leifried's got to be careful going for those rebounds like that. If he's got to be sure he's going to get it to go up for a rebound with those 4 fouls.
So Nessheim will drive and kick it to Manchester, who drives and loses it. Great transition D here by Mount Horeb. That shot short note. Nessheim lost that one. Had it and just lost it. 75-57 the score. Vikings already nearing 40 points in this half. They had 36 all the first half. As Legal thinking about the three. That no good. Pulling that one down is number 4 Spencer Noctegal. That shot no good for Legal. As you can just tell, he's getting really, really tired. He's only hit the bench for about a minute other than timeouts. So Cam Nessheim content to just hold this as he gets it to Austin Leifried. Leifried skips it. Nice pump fake there down low. No fouls being called, as I'll call it jump. That will go the way of the Thunderbirds. So Nick Vorwald will check in for Manchester here.
Hanna seemed just a little indecisive under the basket there. Didn't know what he wanted to do, go up or pass it out. Just got to make the decision there.
Boy, just looking at Ross Legal on that other side of the court from us, you can just tell he's got hands on knees. He's just really feeling the fatigue here. D3 football commit, I believe head coach Brett St. Arnold said to Northern Illinois, if I'm not mistaken. Illegal screen called on the Thunderbirds. I believe that will be on number 2, Jason Zitlow. That is indeed on Zitlow, his 3rd, 7th on the team. So if I'm coaching Nessheim, I'm keeping Manchester out till about a minute here, and then putting him in for crunch time.
Yeah, someone to handle the ball there. When they're going to start pressuring the ball pretty well here, and they are right here, doubling on the wing, right by the corner of the out of bounds line.
As Cam Nessheim will kind of slow it down here, get it into the corner. 3 in the corner. That's short, no good for Leibfried.
The other players weren't even looking at the basket. Very interesting. Leibfried shot that, giving the ball back to the Thunderbirds. But good defense here to stop the transition.
As that shot up, no good. Vikings got to slow this one down. They do indeed. As Nessheim will kick it out.
Hanna's going to go right at Legal here. I mean,
there's Legal's
that's
5th.
Number 5.
Could have been called about 5 minutes ago, but Legal will hit the bench. 29 on the evening for Ross Legal. Quite an evening for him. I'm not too mad about the night if I'm him.
Nope. And some of the benches are coming in for both teams here. As we see Mount Horeb up 22. 18.
Math isn't easy.
Nope.
As Legal, the 6'8" senior, had himself quite the evening, but the Vikings look to extend this to 20.
Legal's hearing it from the Mount Horeb student section there as he takes a seat on the bench.
So Griffin Hanna will go to the line, I believe, for a 1-and-1 bonus. Hanna's first is on the way and up and good. So Vikings look to extend this lead to 20. Coming off the hands of Griffin Hanna. Second is good. And number 5, Cal Odgers, will check in. And Hanna will check out. 1:48 left in this one. Vikings look to improve to 4-1 on the season with a win and end Baraboo's 6-0 season. Thunderbirds just kind of looking to make this one respectable as that 3 is up and good for Trayton Hepp. Bringing this one up for Mount Horeb's Colton Martin, the senior, seeing some PT late. Also saw a little playing time at the end of the Edgewood game. I believe he scored a couple and had himself a nice evening. That will be Baraboo ball, 77-60, Vikings on top with about a minute 14 left. So the Thunderbirds get this one to the top of the key. They're saying that was tipped. Now to the right wing. Looking to get it to Hepp. They do. Hepp just hit the 3. Now hits a little step back jumper. Shot up no good. Rebounded by number 25 from Mount Hope, Will Ryan. Ryan gets it to Alex Chapman, the freshman. Had himself a nice JV game, seeing some PT in varsity. 3 up and good for Colton Martin. Timeout taken as Todd Nessheim looks to really empty the bench here. 20-point lead from Mount Horeb. What have you seen here, Luke, in the second half late that you've really seen from Mount Horeb?
They started out really sloppy and really just sped up. And then they kind of just slowed down later in the half. And we saw them battle adversity the whole time. I mean, a lot of foul trouble on both sides. But they really just battled and they just stuck to their game plan. And they're going to win this game.
So the Vikings, in 42.6 seconds, will go to 4-1 on the year. And the Thunderbirds will drop to 6-1. Great all-around game for Mount Horeb. As a nice drive, acrobatic layup, no good for Owen Jackson. The Vikings look to just dribble this one out. As that pass sails into the bench. Turnover for Jackson Finley with 23.8 seconds left. Vikings, as I said, led 36-26 at the half. Just kind of blew this one open midway through this half. Very great night for Josh Manchester in the 30s for points as that shot up no good. Rebounded by Finley as the Vikings will dribble this one out and walk away victorious. Move to 2-0 at home with this win. We'll take a quick break and then bring it back for the post-game show. You're listening to Mount Horeb Basketball on Wisco Radio.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Vikings victorious 80-60. Look, what did you see in that second half you really like from the Vikings they can do well in the next game?
Well, I saw them getting the ball to the hands of their best players. Manchester and Volwell were a really nice duo there in the first and second half. And I like how they really, that Coach Nessheim really focused on getting them the ball. But then also playing great defense. I mean, knowing which players had foul trouble and those players doing a great job just keeping their hands off of legal, and just a great job playing team defense.
I believe with that, we will call it a night. Have a safe and happy holiday weekend, and as always, go Vikings.